You have a focus on European software as a service, but can that still be AI leveraged, generative AI applied, if you're saying you're anti-hype at this moment?
Good afternoon, Caroline. Yes, very much so. I mean, we are not specifically looking to make AI investments as a sector bet per se, but we do think that AI is providing a foundational new wave of innovation that will underpin all of software, for the next 10 to 20 years. So very much so, yes.
Mikael, I've been excited to have you on the show. I think it's like a good time to define again what is SaaS, right? Software as a service. For most people, it just means a piece of software or an app you can use over the internet. And in many cases, that ain't complicated. So is that your definition in terms of what you're looking for in a portfolio company?
I think there's a couple of things to think about. There's the underlying infrastructure, and then there's the business model. So the infrastructure usually that is associated with SaaS is cloud infrastructure. So you have elastic scalability and you have multi-tenant hosting. Now, SaaS as a business model can actually work on a lot of different situations as well. And it could be a piece of software that sits in a data center, or it could be a shared service, or it could be a true multi-tenant cloud service. I think what is also important for SaaS is that what used to be SaaS was a traditional subscription, for a monthly or an annual fee. We're seeing way more sophisticated pricing models, which are either capacity-based or value-based and what have you. So it's evolving continuously. But at the core of it, it's about buying software on a subscription basis rather than buying a perpetual license.
You brought back some key LPs, British Patient Capital, Sam Invest, for example. You brought on some new. What is it that they like about European VC investing at the moment?
We're obviously really happy to raise the fund despite these very challenging backdrop macroeconomically for venture as an asset class and for venture-backed growth companies in general. I think our model is focused on long-term creation and avoiding hype cycles. And that has resonated really well with both returning and new investors. Specifically, as it relates to Europe and investing into software in Europe, there's a sort of coming of age where a lot of people are recognizing that the factors that have historically favored perhaps much more U.S. companies are not as important today when it comes to the availability of talent, when it comes to the availability of actually dealing in distribution, and in terms of how to thinking about scaling commercially, even if you start out in Europe with an ambition to have a globally leading company.